AI is going to make you dumb if you outsource your problem solving, but it's going to make you the smartest you've ever been if you get the AI to do the work, so you do the intelligence. The top skill in this world is stop being gullible, stop believing everything that you're told. You're not just using AI, AI is training you, and it's happening right now. And if you don't see how, you're going to lose your creativity entirely. Right now, millions of creators are opening AI, asking, what should I post? How should I say it? Is this good enough? And it feels like growth, but it's not that simple, not at all. Because that same behaviors is quietly rewiring how you think every single day. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how that's happening and how to use AI without losing your edge. Because once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it, ever. You're not just using AI, AI is training you. And if you don't see how, you're gonna lose your creativity while thinking you're becoming more productive. Because right now, millions of creators are opening tools like ChatGPT, HeyGen, asking what to post, how to say it, what will perform. And it feels like growth, but what if I told you that same behavior is slowly rewiring how you think? In this video, I'm gonna break down 3 things AI tools are quietly training creators to do that nobody is talking about. And more importantly, now how to use these tools without losing your edge. But here's the part that should concern you. By the end of this video, you're going to realize you've already been doing this. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Let me show you something subtle. You open your laptop, you have an idea. But instead of developing it, you go to AI first. Give me a better title. What should I say? Is this good enough? And now, your idea is no longer yours. It's filtered, optimized, adjusted, before it ever had a chance to become something original. And here's the dangerous part. That behavior doesn't feel like weakness. It feels like efficiency. And that's exactly why it's dangerous. Because nothing feels wrong, at least not at first, until you realize you haven't trusted your own thinking in a while. Let me show you how subtle this is. Now, there are 2 distinct creators. One sits down, has an idea, struggles with it, rewrites it, questions it, pushes through. The other opens AI first. Give me 10 ideas, give me a better hook, make this go viral. In the end, both of them post. But over time, one becomes sharper, the other becomes dependent. And the scary part, they both think they're improving. Training number 1, you're being trained to outsource your thinking. AI is not just helping you think faster, it's training you to think less. There's a difference between getting assistance and losing authorship. And most creators don't even realize when they cross that line. You had an idea, but instead of sitting with it, challenging it, expanding it, you asked AI to complete it. That's called cognitive offloading, which sounds smart until you realize the more you offload, the less you build. Your brain is like a muscle. And this is where most people think they're being efficient, but they're actually becoming dependent. Let's go deeper. Your brain is wired for efficiency. It wants the fastest answer, not the best one. That's why AI feels so good. It removes friction, but friction is where thinking happens. The moment you remove friction, you remove depth. And now you're not building ideas, you're selecting from options. Selection is not creation. If AI does the reps, you don't grow. If you don't think first, you don't own what you create. If that doesn't sound like a big deal yet, stay with me. Because the next shift is where most creators lose themselves completely. And this is just the first layer, because what AI trains you to do next is even more subtle. Let me prove it to you. Think about the last thing you created. Did it start with your idea or a prompt? Training number 2, this is where it stops being about productivity and starts becoming about identity. You're being trained to optimize instead of create. This one is dangerous because it looks like success. AI tools are built around performance, clicks, and optimization. And over time, you stop asking, is this meaningful? And start asking, will this perform? Be honest with yourself for a second. How many times have you changed something? Not because it felt right, but because you thought it would perform better. There are 2 types of creators right now. Creator A uses AI to tell them what works, follows trends, optimizes everything. And as you can see, Creator A grows fast. Creator B uses AI to speed up execution, but trusts their instincts first, builds identity, not just content. But ultimately, Creator B lasts long. One is building content, the other is building leverage. And this is exactly why I've been creating content around AI the way that I have. Not just to show you how to use tools like HeyGen or how to build your AI clone, but how to stay in control while using them. Because anyone can use AI, but not everyone knows how to use it without losing their voice. So if you haven't seen those videos yet, make sure you watch them after this. And what I show you in those videos is how to use AI without becoming dependent on it. So now you have to ask yourself something. Are you using AI, or is it quietly shaping how you operate? AI is not making creators stronger. In some cases, it's making them look better while thinking worse. It's making them more dependent, but only if you use it wrong. Stay in control. Here's the part nobody talks about. AI is not just changing creators. It's changing your tolerance for uncertainty. Training number 3, you're being trained to hesitate instead of execute. This one is killing creators silently. AI gives you more options, more versions, more possibilities. And instead of clarity, you get hesitation. You rewrite the same idea 5 times. You generate 10 titles. You tweak, adjust, optimize, and then you don't post. AI didn't make you better, it made you slower. And here's where it gets uncomfortable, because this doesn't stop at content. This is how you start second-guessing yourself in real life. Because now, you're not just creating, you're evaluating constantly. And when you combine all 3 of these, you get something most people never expected. This doesn't just affect content, it affects how you think in real life. Decision-making, conversations, problem-solving. If you always reach for AI, you stop trusting your own mind. And once that happens, you don't just lose creativity, you lose confidence. You used to sit with not knowing. Now, you eliminate it instantly. And when you remove uncertainty, you remove discovery. If everything is optimized, nothing is discovered. Let's close the loop from the beginning, because this is where everything becomes clear. Remember those 2 creators from the beginning? One depended on AI, the other used it. Fast forward 2 years, one is still asking, what should I create? The other doesn't need to ask anymore, because they never gave up the ability to think for themselves. AI will weaken your thinking if you let it replace your process. And here's exactly how we flip it. Rule 1, think first, AI second. Rule 2, use AI to refine, not decide. Rule 3, limit how often you touch AI during creation. Because the goal is not to create with AI. It's to create through yourself, supported by AI. Because once you stop trusting your own thinking, you don't just lose creativity, and just like that, you lose control. And the creators who win in this next era won't be the ones who use AI the most, but the ones who never gave up the ability to think for themselves. Because that's the difference between creators who last and creators who burn out. And most people won't even realize it's happening until they can't think without it. And I don't know about you, but I didn't come this far to outsource who I am to a tool.